Welcome to John Mason Coaching. This is my review of the Law of Success. This is Lesson 2, have a definite chief aim. In the last post, we looked at the mastermind, and it's very important to understand that all of the lessons from the Law of Success build on that mastermind concept. So today we're looking at the next piece, have a definite chief aim. Over 100 years ago, Napoleon Hill sat at the feet of Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in the world at that time, and maybe even today he'd be the richest person today. And Andrew Carnegie challenged Napoleon Hill to go and research wealthy men and find out what made them wealthy compared to so many other people who were not wealthy. In his research, one of the elements that he found that was critically important that all of these wealthy people had was they had a definite chief aim. As we look at that phrase today, 100 or so years later, we might easily get confused about what he means by that. A definite chief aim, well, the word definite, it makes sense. It's very clear and specific. Chief means it takes priority. Aim means where are we heading, what are we looking at. But as you read what Napoleon Hill says more about that, it actually includes having a specific niche. So sure, being really clear about your target, your goal, the bullseye is extremely important in achieving your goal, being successful in achieving your goal. But he gives examples about how Andrew Carnegie's specialty was steel. He was the best in the steel business. Henry Ford was the best in the automobile business. A couple of the other examples are how Eastman specialized in Kodak cameras, and Randolph Hearst focused on newspapers. So in those examples, he's showing how a niche, a very specific idea, it needs to be the clear, definite focus. In today's world, somebody might be out there specializing in training others to be successful bloggers. Others might be out there training people to publish their book and keep their earnings instead of giving them to some nebulous publishing company. Mr. Hill was one of the first to make it absolutely clear that the unconscious mind is like a magnet. Whatever we have been visualizing and saturated with our mind with a definite aim or purpose tends to attract whatever is necessary for the fulfillment of that purpose. Ultimate success is the development of the power with which to get whatever a person wants in life without interfering with the rights of others. That power, he said, is an organized effort. I think by the word organized, he means highly intentional, very coherent. He theorized, and I agree with him, that about 95% of the population in the world are drifting aimlessly. They don't have a sense of definiteness of purpose or direction. There's a positive side and a negative side to that, so whatever you saturate your mind with, your body and your mind will eventually bring about in your life. So it can happen on the positive side where you get what you want and it makes you happy, or you can bring forth that which you don't like. That can actually wind up manifesting anxiety, depression, chaos, some of the negative stuff. So we have to be extremely careful what we choose to aim at. Not only what, but the clarity of it. Make sure it's something that truly will bring you happiness and fulfillment without overriding the rights of others. All successful people owe their success to a definite chief aim. Do you have a chief aim? What are you better at than anybody else in the world? Have you figured that out yet? If you haven't, I would love for you to contact me and see if we can work together to figure that out. This has been John Mason Coaching, The Law of Success, my review of Lesson 2, have a definite chief aim. If you found this information helpful or interesting, would you do me a favor and subscribe to my channel down below, press like, also hit the bell icon so you can be informed of any videos that I create when I create them.